What do Sylvester Stallone, Princess Diana, David Beckham, Albert Einstein and Samuel Jackson all have in common? And why are they all so extremely successful, or those who have passed were extremely successful in what they did? There's one little hack that they all used. This one little hack will change your life because it changed their life completely. And some of them even mastered this hack for themselves. And that's exactly what I'm going to be explaining in this video, how you can learn the power of self-hypnosis. Welcome back to another video. I'm Max Hindle I, entrepreneurs who program their life, rewire their minds for happiness, success, abundance, film, or confidence, you name it, I do it. And before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post. But other than that, let's find out exactly how these people became so successful in their fields. So let's start with Sylvester Stallone. When he was filming Rocky, he actually had a hypnotherapist putting him into hypnosis during the time he was actually filming it. But when he wrote Rocky, he actually put himself into self-hypnosis. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to be explaining how you can get yourself into self-hypnosis and how you can completely change your life, because there's a few in here that use self-hypnosis themselves. And he actually used self-hypnosis to overcome over 900 rejections on Rocky. 900. Now, most people, your average person goes in, gets a no, goes back into another one, gets a no, and sort of thinks, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Not Sylvester Stallone. He used self-hypnosis to overcome the fear of rejection. He used self-hypnosis to overcome that fear and to gain that confidence, so that he will go in and whatever they say, he's going to be happy. And eventually one day, Rocky became an overnight hit. Now, Sylvester Stallone wasn't an overnight sensation, an overnight success. He wasn't.
I used to sit in this little apartment, and it was a room. As a matter of fact, the room was so small, I remember I was able to open up the window and close the door while sitting.
Because you look at those past 900 tries, it took him 901 tries in order to be cast himself in the film. And there's a few little backstories on Sylvester Stallone, which I absolutely love. The fact that he ended up having to sell his dog, well, not the fact that he sold his dog, that's not the best part, but the fact he sold his dog to be able to pay for rent, food, all that kind of stuff.
And it went up to 330,000, and probably I heard it went up to 360,000, and I thought, all right, you know.
And he didn't take that because he was Rocky. I am Rocky, I'm being Rocky. I don't care what you say, I am Rocky. And he ended up taking a much less deal of about $20,000 and actually took the role of Rocky as well, because someone was willing to take him on. Now, he used self-hypnosis to become confident. He used self-hypnosis to wipe away those fears, those traumas, because that many no's is going to cause trauma. He used it to wipe away all of that crap that happened in his life, throughout his life, on a daily basis. And that's something that I do as well. And if you want me to explain how to do self-hypnosis, click the link down below and get yourself onto my self-hypnosis course, because you can completely change your life when you understand self-hypnosis. And also you're going to be finding out how these other amazing names have used it in their life. So the reason he used it was, as I said, he wanted to just overcome those fears, overcome those stresses, overcome those worries, and allow himself to get on with it. Because in order to be truly successful in life, you have to be a little bit not there fully, because just as a lot of successful people will say, is it didn't happen first try. It didn't happen second try, it didn't happen third try, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. It took a good few tries. And the average thing of what people say is you put in your 10,000 hours and then you start to make something of yourself. So the next three people I'm going to be explaining, they actually went to go and do hypnosis. They went to a hypnotherapist like myself, and if you want any hypnotherapy, schedule a subconscious mind analysis, or just a strategy call, if you like to call it sometimes, so that we can get you from where you are to where you want to be. You want to release trauma, anxiety, fear and pain, and get to where you want to be confident, happy and fulfilled, we can do that. You want to stop smoking, we can do that. You want to lose weight, we can do that. But I mainly focus on trauma and anxiety, just so you know. That's my expertise, let's go with. So Princess Diana, Obviously, she is no longer with us, but she used hypnosis and speaking to multiple hypnotherapists in order to overcome her fear of public speaking and also to become more confident in general. Now, that's exactly what I used it for personally. I used self-hypnosis for that personally, but that was one of the biggest things I wanted hypnosis for. And one of my mentors encouraged me to go do some hypnotherapy courses and stuff like that, went to do it, and I was like, yeah, this is going to help other people, but this is going to help me as well. And what took me 4 or 5 years, I sped up from what initially took 4 or 5 years to the next 3 months. And that's how dramatically my life changed when I understood hypnosis and even just self-hypnosis. Not having to hypnotize other people, but just understanding self-hypnosis for myself allowed me to generate more money, abundance in my life, to find relationships in my life, to release traumas in my life, to overcome anxieties, to overcome stresses, worries, fears, all that kind of stuff in a very short period of time. And that's what you're going to be able to do if you go onto my link down below and enroll into the self-hypnosis course. And at the moment, the course is at 40% off. You can get that right now. So head over there or send me a message and I may be able to give you a little surprise as well. So the third person being David Beckham. He actually used it to confront some of his personal issues, more traumas, more worries, more stresses. And he didn't necessarily just do self-hypnosis. He went mainly with a hypnotherapist. But once you do hypnotherapy, you can understand self-hypnosis much easier. So a lot of sports athletes, including people like Tiger Woods, all those kind of people, incredibly amazing sports athletes, they use self-hypnosis to visualize their game, to make their game better. They use self-hypnosis to visualize themselves succeeding in business. And a lot of people won't tell you this. And that's why I'm telling you this, because you have it within you. Self-hypnosis is possible for you to do right now. You just need to understand the basics. And that's why I made the course. Samuel L. Jackson, he used it to stop smoking. Now, hypnosis is mainly probably known for stopping smoking. Well, that's probably like the main thing a lot of people see out there. I know that's what I heard about it. Obviously, I saw stage hypnosis, but then I saw like hypnotherapy, which was mainly for, I thought, stopping smoking and things like that. I didn't realize how deep it could go and how dramatically you could change someone's life until I started using it on other people. I was like, this is incredible. And the reason that you can cut off from all these negative habits, something like smoking, is because we can use the power of association to make something like smoking or even food so disgustingly painful that we don't want to go anywhere near it. Now, that's why I like it so much. You want to stop something, you can do it quite quickly. And I've done it before in one session with someone. Now, I always recommend a couple because some people are slightly different than others, but you can do this with self-hypnosis as well. So just remember that. And the final person we're talking about here today is Albert Einstein. How he used self-hypnosis to completely, and Albert Einstein is one of the greatest minds. I don't care what anyone says. He is amazing. I love him, and I love all the photos of him. The one where he's going like that as well. That one. And it is also believed that Einstein's theory of relativity came from one of his hypnosis sessions. That excites me. And a lot of my great ideas, I think are great. I don't know whether they are great. A lot of my ideas come from hypnosis sessions. And I will sit there and I've got books upon books upon books that I'll write in like notebooks. And I'll write these ideas down. A lot of the viral videos I've posted on TikTok that have had millions of views, they're from hypnosis. I also forgot one of my videos that I remember that I came up with in my hypnosis last summer. Sat in the garden, put myself into self-hypnosis, put myself into a hypnotic trance, and then remembered what it was. And I could not for the life of me remember it. I've used it to remember people's names that I've forgotten. I've used it for so many different things, to remember traumas. So self-hypnosis really is one of the most powerful things. And if Einstein came up with a theory of relativity in a state of self-hypnosis, imagine what you can come up with. Now, reason you come up with this is because we break away from the analytical mind and we move into the creative or the subconscious mind, which is just unlimited. So Albert Einstein used it to develop a lot of his ideas. That's what he... And also Albert Einstein used self-hypnosis and the hypnotic state to develop a lot of his designs. And if you listen to anyone truly successful, ask them how they got where they are. And some people, they will tell you they just did it. And they did. And I'm not saying that they didn't. But they had such a strong belief that they were going to do it. If you want to do something, you just need to have that strong belief. And if currently your subconscious mind does not support the program of success, abundance, happiness, fulfillment, joy, love, courage, gratitude, whatever it is that you want, then you will not be able to get it. You won't. other than a lot of pushing, and it will be a lot of tension, a lot of pushing, eventually you can break through. But why waste that time? Why not do something that's going to speed up that process in a matter of what, as I said, and this is from experience, what took me 4 years, was it 4 years? Wait. Yeah, what took me 4 years, I sped up everything completely in about 3 to 6 months. 4 years, 3 to 6, that's incredible. That is incredible. And when I saw that, I was like, this is why I need to do this more. I need to understand this, I need to learn this, I need to teach this. And I don't want to teach hypnotherapy, I want to teach self-hypnosis. That's why I've got the course. But I want to help people get to that place. So if these people, Sylvester Stallone, Princess Diana, Albert Einstein, Samuel Jackson, and David Beckham can all use self-hypnosis to change their life, or hypnosis to change their life from a hypnotherapist like myself, then you can too. The only question is, are you going to make that excuse to say, no, I'm going to do this on my own? I've made that excuse and it doesn't work, trust me. When I started paying for coaches and I started paying for business coaches, hypnotherapy coaches, YouTube coaches, everything like that, my YouTube has increased. What took me 2 years to get 200 subscribers, in 8 months, I think. 8 months? No. In 4 months, I quadrupled that. I've now got 1,300, I think. Something like that, 1,300, I think. I may be wrong. But something like between 800 to 1,000 more subscribers in 3 months because of using these strategies. I upgraded my ability to use hypnosis from my hypnotherapy coach. I upgraded my ability to understand business from the business coach. It makes sense. Now, we can't all access that, and I couldn't when I first started. That's why I started with courses, and that's why I made a course, because I want to make it easy for everyone. I make free videos on YouTube, so everyone has access to that. I make the next level up, which is the self-hypnosis course, which is much more in-depth, and then also you can move on to working with me, which is going to get you the results even faster. So if you want that, send me a message or head over to my website, www.maxhindle.com, or even go over and get the self-hypnosis course, because you can change your life just like these amazing 5 people did in their life. Allow yourself to do that today and keep spreading love, kindness, and so much positivity. Yeah.